Hello everyone, my name is Pang and I'm your host for today. On behalf of Group 7, I'm happy to introduce you my group members, Wenxuan, Sean Lim, Xue En, and our special guest from China, Zhang Lin and Xin Yu.
Hello everyone. I'm from China and from the Shandong province.
Hello, welcome.
Hello everyone, I'm Zhang Xinyu and I'm from the Liaoning province of China. It's in the northeast of China. I'm very happy to meet you guys today.
Thank you, it's our pleasure to have you all in here. It is to Malaysianize our friends from China and to interact them with Malaysian Chinese. As many of us might know, that Malaysia is a multiracial country that formed by three main races, the Malays, Chinese, Indians, and also other races. Just because of this environment, we tend to pick up many languages. Bahasa Malaysia is our official language. It is the compulsory language for every Malaysian to learn. But do you know that the Malaysians also speak a lot of our mother language to communicate in our day-to-day life? Malaysians are often praised as geniuses in languages that having zero barrier in communication. Besides Mandarin, English, and Bahasa Malaysia, the Malaysian Chinese will also converse in other dialects like Cantonese, Hokkien, Hakka, Teochew, Hainan, and more. Because of that, the languages that Malaysian Chinese speak are not that proper and fluent. For example, our Mandarin is not as proper as the Mandarin spoken in China, our English is not as fluent as Westerners, and our Cantonese is not as sharp as the people from Hong Kong or Guangzhou. But that makes our accent special, and this created the Malaysian's accent. Many foreigners might be curious, why are we having such unique accent? It is because our Mandarin vary on areas in Malaysia, such as Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Johor Bahru. Besides that, Sabah and Sarawak are having their own slang in Mandarin too. Are you already confused? Fret not. In order to let both of you know more about Malaysian Chinese slang, we will now be having some small little fun games for you to play with. Wenxuan.
First, we will talk about language mixing. As Pang has mentioned earlier, our country, Malaysia, is a multiracial country, which means our country has many different races and languages. Therefore, in a multi-language environment, we Malaysians will tend to tune a different channel to speak in different languages with different races. Okay, for example, when we meet Malay friends, we will speak in Malay. And when we meet our Indian friends, we will speak with them in English. Sometimes when we meet like China people or Taiwan people, we will change the way we speak into more proper Chinese so they can more understand what we are saying. Because in Malaysia, we always mix the language in our sentences, so we need to speak in proper Chinese so that we all can understand better. And to let you two to understand better, we have provide you a small games to play, and you can see we have prepared a short dialogue for you two, and you can take a look into the dialogue first, and you need to translate it into formal Chinese, like how you speak with your friends in your daily life. And you can choose you want to be person A or person B, and you can just take a look first, and you can decide who you want to be, and you can tell me if you are ready.
这样
OK，就是对话形式吧。
对对对
对对
我以为是一个人
OK，OK，OK
说一个。好
OK，OK，OK。
准备好了吗？你们可以开始了，如果你们好了。
可以。那我先说。好久不见，你咋样啊？
我挺好的，你咋样啊？
我很久没见你了，也是。你想不想晚上一起去夜市？
夜市啊，夜市有点热呀。
那去不去市中心去购物去吗？
这个我觉得可以，那块儿有空调。
哎，那你有没有充电宝啊？我手机没有电了。
有啊，我带了，我就猜到了，而且我还给你带了线。
太好了。
OK， 然后现在我们就可以给你看，还有我们的 Sean 来给你们看一下马来西亚的人和华人是怎样讲这一个对话。
OK。
来看。
OK，我做 A，
我做 B 咯。
OK， 喂 Sean， 很久没有见呢，好不好？
好啊，你嘞？
哇啦，我很久没有看到你了嘞。诶，等一下要不要去巴沙马浪？
啊，pasar malam 有点热嘞。
这样啊，还是你要不要去么？
可以，那边有 aircon 可以。
诶，等一下，有没有 power bank？ 因为我电话要死了。
哎呀，我就懂你没有带 power bank 啦，那 cable 给买你啦 ，steady bomb。
哇 ，steady bomb BB 啊！
你们可以看得出你们的差别吗？你们明白吗？
太
跟他分别。
完全听不懂。太棒了。
这个就是我们马来西亚的中文跟中国人的中文的差别。所以我们在平常生活中，我们都是会，就是我们会混合很多不同的语言进去我们的句子里面，好像有英文，可能又有掺华语之类的，就会变成我们的一个对话形式，就是变成这样子，我们就可以接下去玩更好的游戏。这样我就会把这个 pass 给 Sean， 希望你们玩的开心。刚刚
开始，继续。
可以来 pass
很棒，我觉得很棒。
Now, I will talking about lazy tone. I will teach you all about how to speak like Malaysian. You will find out that the tempo of Malaysia is slower than others. This also makes us talk lazier and more casual. So normally we will not pronounce properly. We used to make the sentence simple and trying to simplify everything. Because of this, there will be a lot of supporting tone at the back of the sentence coming out. I believe two of you all just now have listened our conversation. The behind of the sentence will always be la, me, or something else, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, firstly, I will teach you something about model practical. You also can be a part of Malaysian Chinese if you learn this. Malaysian Chinese use tone to express their feeling. Let me show you some example. Okay means can. Okay ma means can with question mark. Okay also means really can with question marks. Okay meh means you sure can with question mark. Okay gua means maybe can. Okay ba means maybe can but with no confidence. And then okay lah means of course can, confirm can. Okay lor means can but unwilling to do. Okay wo means okay, confirm can. That is the difference of the model practical.
Sean, are you okay?
Okay.
Very similar.
It's very similar, but we express the different feeling.
Yeah, the tone.
Yeah. I ask you a question and then you use this to reply me.
Okay.
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 Do you want to have a dinner with me?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit confused, but when you mix more with Malaysian, you will learn. Okay, that's all for me. I will pass it to Gracie. Okay, thank you.
Okay, next is come to my most exciting moment because I watch a lot of YouTube. Many people cannot guess the meaning of the word that only in Malaysian have. Let me show you some example. Okay, the first one, 好彩. Any one of you want to guess? What is the meaning of 好彩?
Hao Cai.
Anyone want Sean or Wenxuan want to give them some example or tips or not?
好彩我没有去。
刚才我有带雨伞。
啦，
可惜吗？是可惜的意思吗？
What a pity！ 不是
不是可惜。
可惜的反义词。
哇，今天下雨哦，好彩我有带雨伞啊！哇，很明显哦。
Fortunately。
对，
就是幸好的意思。学到了吗？
学到了。
下一个，放飞机。可以吗？猜到吗？
放飞机和放鸽子是一个意思吗？
是。
对，就是爽约对吧？
放鸽子是一个意思。
对。放飞机，它是广东对吗？放飞机。对，
你这么一说，我就想起来了。
可以下一个，波就。
Surprise 吗 ？Surprise
不是 surprise。
通常人家会讲波就这样。
你们两个去约会，波就。
Do you need any tips?
Yes.
Maybe.
你们去看电影，波就。
I can understand, but I don't know how to explain.
英语呢？
给你一个 hint， 它就是就是中文呼叫的意思。
太难了。
这个太难了，这个我也猜不出来。
太难了，
这个太难了。
好，
我觉得这样用中文才能可以解释到什么名字。
博鸠的意思就是没有邀请。
没有邀请。
它其实就是如果直接翻译的话，中文字它就是无叫，它其实就是福建语的那个直接的那个叫法，就是你没有邀请我一起去跟你看电影啊，还是做其他活动之类的，它其实是福建语闽南语。 Bonjour，
我懂了。
哦
你竟然没叫我这个意思。
啊，对对对对对
OK，
学到了吧？
哦
下次就用这一个字。
博鸠啊，
对，
博鸠，
那个顶不顺，北打喊，
北大
很简单的这个。
我就快顶不顺你了。
受不了。
对对
对，通常我们Malaysian 比较用的是北打喊，就讲我北打喊你耶。
啊，
北的话它是福建话掺马来文 BEH 那个北是福建话啊，后面打鼾就是我们的马来文 mix 在一起，它就变成北打鼾。
北大汉，
接下来是一个搞笑一点的，就是阿布丹。
阿布丹，
好像我们现在在这个会议嘛，这个 meeting 嘛，对不对
OK
然后突然你妈妈走进来啊，你在上课吗？你在开会吗？阿布丹，
Can you guess
当然的意思吗？
什么？
就是 of course 那么意思吗？
接近
蛮接近。
差
差一点。
一点点。
就是别人问你那种临时顾问的问题的时候，你这样
啊，
对，
表
啊不对
废话那种意思
对，
吗？
就是 obviously 的意思，
不耐烦的一种情绪，这样。
就好像你在吃饭，然后你朋友看见你在吃饭，哎，你在吃饭啊？阿布丹，
你看不出来吗？
不然
对对
不
对，
然呢是吧？不然呢？
要不然
对，要不然呢？对对
对对对，
阿伯是不然，然后
福建话
then 是英文的 THEN then
，OK，
青菜
青
没有
菜啦，
对，
啊
就好像你们刚才选 A 或 B 的时候，你要当 A 还是当 B？青菜啦，我都可以。
就是随便的意思吧。
对对对
，OK，
对
对，听起来比较像那个芹菜，
对，听起来很像
Calorie
青菜了。
青菜辣是我们的福建话的，
见，随便的
福建话，
嗯
青菜了，
好，
学到了，不仅学到了马来语，还学到了福建话，赚到了。
原来你们就是
各种
学完，这已经是最 common 我们
最
Malaysian
常用的。
对 small activity or small game. This game, I need to invite Pang, Sean, Wenxuan who want to join this game.
青菜啦，
青菜啦，
米啦，
这游戏
OK
非常简单。就是你们看图，然后你们用你们自己的中文
想
嘛去看图
讲
来说讲那个字出来。First one, reverse
谢谢
parking. 我们
我先
先学
The first one in China is 倒车。
好不好？张馨予
Yes, the same，倒车。
我们有两种说法，一个是 g o s t a n 一个是屁股镜。
没有一个是一样的，
屁股镜。
屁股近啊，
啊，
来下一个 paper bag，
就是纸袋的，
纸袋儿，
plastic
下一个呢 plastic bag，
塑料袋儿，
就是塑料袋。
plastic
什么东西？
也是叫 plastic。
一切袋子都叫 plastic。
plastic。
塑胶
就是 plastic，
好，下一个 bicycle，
自行车。
自行车，
轿车，
脚车是吧？
轿车，
对，南方比较喜欢叫脚踏车。
但其实我们马来西亚的中文会比较偏向于中国南方。
对，
对，很像广州、深圳、福建那边的。
好，下一个 rubber band，
这是什么套圈吗？
套圈儿就是套圈儿。
塑胶袋，
什么？
这不是套圈吧？这是皮套吧？
我们叫塑胶袋。
就是橡皮筋儿，有叫皮筋儿，有叫头绳。
但是我们这里不管是绑头发的，还是要拿来绑什么纸袋之类的，都是叫塑胶袋。
那它就是用塑胶做的吗？还是？
它是橡皮。
好，下一个 pineapple，
菠萝或者凤梨，偶尔叫凤梨。
我们马来西亚叫黄梨。
黄梨。
来下一个
就茄子，就是茄子。
这个我们叫矮瓜。
矮瓜。
既然时间来不及，再来 pass back to Pang to do a conclusion, okay?
Well, congratulations on your graduation in Malaysian Mandarin. I hope you have learned something about the language and the characteristics of Malaysia. Would each of you share with us which is the most influential and interesting part to you? Zhangling, would you share yours first?
Yeah, so I want to share when I studied in the International University, I talked to my Chinese classmates in Malaysia, and they did often use word like the good morning la, have a lunch la, like LA this pronounced in English. But when I spoke in Chinese, I feel like their accent sounded more like South China, especially Guangzhou, Fujian, Shenzhen, the southernmost cities in China. And I think when I first arrived in Malaysia, it's so hard for me because it's different from my hometown because the climate and the diet. But I find that the Malaysia people I came to contact with very good when I were Chinese or Malay. They are very friendly, very enthusiastic, so and often help me in learning. And in terms of language content, the English and the Chinese are more common, and the Malay is really hard for me because when I discussing, when I communicating, we often use the Chinese word or English word, so hard to listen to the Malay. So there is basically no difficulty in communication. But I found that Chinese and English are often mixed when communicating in Malay. Malaysian people, Chinese. For example, they are both Chinese and English in a sentence, but actually in China, the people don't use the mixed in Chinese or English. So that's the difference.
Okay, thank you, Zhangling. How about Xinyu?
As I am still in China now, and I have never been to Malaysia before, so there's no chance for me to experience, to hear, or to speak this kind of language. So I found
Well,
that,
we can't wait to welcome you to Malaysia
Yeah.
anytime soon.
yeah, I can't wait to go to Malaysia too. But well,
Yeah.
yeah, because the pandemic. So I found out that the sharing session of today is very interesting for me, especially the okay la, okay part. Yes, I remember the okay. I will use it from now on. I think it's very important for me to know something about Malaysia before I go there because of the condition now. So this is a very good part for us to share our experience and share our culture between the different country. I think today is very interesting. Thank you very much for all your preparation.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
for
want to-
sharing. Yeah.
I want to learn the I forget the cai cai.
Chin-
Yes,
Cai.
Chin Yeah,
That's
there are a
why I
lot of
share
very
the
interesting words.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Thank you for your sharing, and we hope you like the games that we have prepared for you all. So after all these sessions, will it be difficult for y'all to communicate with us? Do you find it any difficulties while communicating with us in English or Mandarin?
Actually, it's not very difficult for me because I made many Chinese Malaysia. We are often talk to use the Chinese, but in the sentence maybe they like, if I want to have you do your assignment, we will say 你有没有做你的 assignment? So it's a difference. We often use the max, but it's not difficult for me.
So you started actually mixing around with languages in Malaysian
Yeah.
friends. Okay, we're good to see that. How about Xinyu?
Yeah, I think it's not that difficult because I think maybe for you guys, when you are talking to us Chinese, you're actually caring about us and not using that difficult language, that Malaysian Mandarin. You're actually using the formal English or you're trying to use formal Chinese to talk with us. So I think there's no difficulty for us to communicate with you.
All right, last but not least, we thank you very much for your time. And we hope that we can interact again to discover more in any other languages in the future. Right. 3, 2, 1.